Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. It is Wednesday, the 25th day of March. It's National Lobster Newburg Day. Sounds delicious.
I don't believe I've had lobster Newburg.
It's also National Medal of Honor Day, National Tolkien Reading Day. So if you're going to read Tolkien, today's the day to do it. It's also National Little Red Wagon Day, Manatee Appreciation Day. I haven't gotten an email from them in a long time. Remember for a while there I would get like the Save the Manatees emails?
Yes.
I got them a lot.
They probably figured this guy's not giving us any
It's like
money,
he has not saved any manatees. Delete. And National Ag Day today. By the way, round of applause for all of our farmers out there.
That's right.
Because here's the thing.
Going.
I was just talking to somebody we had this conversation. No matter what's going on with quarantine, whether crops are going to grow with or without any of that. So they're like, farmers are still doing their thing. Mm-hmm. So hats off to them. Also, I want to say today's a special day because we're going to visit with Tracy Oliver with a program called Project CRE8 from BET, and they're looking for the next idea for a TV show. If you've got an idea for a TV show, be listening for how you can submit that idea, because we're going to chat with Tracy all about that in a bit.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Now, surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A survey found that advertising budgets could take a $3 billion hit in 2020 because of what's going on right now.
Yikes.
So $3 billion hit. That's a big deal. It's a very big deal. So be careful out there with people that are in that line of work. Wait a minute. We are.
Yeah.
We are in that line of work.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
So, yeah, that is kind of scary. I've got a link to the story if you want to read all about it. Maybe there's some positive news if I click the link. I hope so. I'm going to look for it. Thanks for listening to Surveys and Studies and Such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A Pennsylvania man charged with breaking into a neighbor's home and attacking several residents claimed that he invaded the property while chasing after a demon dog. It was at Satan's direction, he said.
Didn't we?
I don't know. Crystal meth appears to have played central role in this bizarre March 1st home invasion. It's happened in, where did it happen? Pennsylvania. Probable cause affidavit says a woman told police 31-year-old Terry Murphy entered her home without permission at 2 in the afternoon. That's when he choked the woman and her teenage daughter while yelling, "Praise God." He was then chased from the residence by the woman's husband. At the time, Murphy walked back into the house while talking about his demons, and he said that he was talking to Jesus. According to Murphy, they say he kept yelling about Jesus and the demons, and disclosed that he was in pursuit of a demon dog. He was handcuffed. They said he was extremely intoxicated from the crystal meth. So, bad idea. It's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Oprah Winfrey. Your dad can't even say her name.
You cannot say her name.
What does he call her?
Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, he can't, for whatever reason, can't say Oprah Winfrey. Well, Oprah is slamming online reports that she was arrested for sex trafficking. So she's going, that is not true. So somehow that story got pushed out on the internet. Here's one thing you need to remember. Not everything you read on the internet is true.
It's not.
And then Tom Hanks, I've seen some things floating around about him that may or may not be true. I have no idea, but I doubt it. But he posted online that he has the blahs, as he put it. He said he does not have a fever as he remains isolated in Australia with his wife, Rita Wilson. He said, I don't have a fever, but I have the blahs. You ever have the blahs?
Oh, yeah.
I get the blahs sometimes, maybe way more often than I should. I've got a link to both of these stories in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Stores around the country are running low on toilet paper because some people were hoarding and grabbing stuff.
Everybody's hoarding.
And don't do that, by the way. But a pizza place in Wisconsin saw the situation and decided they were going to help out. Zaroni's, Z-A, capital R-O-N-I-S. Was that how you'd say that?
Sure.
Zaroni's? They're in Oshkosh Bagosh, Wisconsin. They posted on their Facebook page that they not only had toilet paper, but they were willing to sell it. They said, if you order our 4 rolls, they were like delivering pizzas to people.
Sure.
Now you order some pizza and we'll bring 4 rolls to you for $3.25.
Oh, funny.
So, I have no idea how many people took them up on the offer, but interesting. The National Enquirer. How long has that been around? A long time.
Oh, gosh.
From the
my
time
whole
we were
life.
kids.
Yeah.
Well, they're being slammed for publishing fake news stating that there is a cure for the coronavirus.
Okay.
So they had posted a story. Now, this coming from the same people that did an interview with the Loch Ness Monster.
Right. I mean, if
And
you're believing
had a
everything
Q&A
you
with
read.
Bigfoot.
But I have read, though, reports of people that have taken something that does help it.
Well, it would be
And-
awesome.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they had a story that people are now coming out saying that's not true. It's fake
Okay.
news. National Enquirer is...
All fake news.
It's
Everybody
not
knows
all,
that.
but it's like it's known for.
Right.
That's kind of what they do,
Right.
you know? They did it before it was cool.
Nobody's
So,
turning to that thinking they're going
I
to get
would hope
informed.
not. And I see people with what do you call them? Parody sites? That's not the right word. What are those?
Yeah. That would
No,
be
it starts with an S. What is it? Satire.
satire.
And I'm not a fan of those. And I have friends. I have a friend that actually owns a satire site. Good friend of mine. Nice dude. And he posts some really funny things. I don't like him because it always
People
turns to a
assume-
fight.
Yeah, people
are
assume
thinking
that
it's
they're
true,
sharing
and then they
you.
get all
Yeah.
mad. So, Facebook, by the way, is apologizing for a bug that was like blocking people from sharing stories. Remember that was like a week ago.
Yeah.
They posted this. Well, they're coming out with a big apology, going, "Hey, it was a bug. It wasn't meant to be. We don't know what happened. We're trying to fix it." It says New Jersey police busted 2 weddings that were breaking size restrictions with crowds, so they had to do a little something there. And then New York City is releasing prison inmates who may be vulnerable to coronavirus. Here's the thing I wonder about that, though.
Such a bad idea.
I don't understand. That is like
They're vulnerable in there. Aren't they going to
Well,
be
yeah.
vulnerable out?
My question is, where are they going to be more quarantined than in a prison cell?
Exactly.
I mean, that doesn't, again, maybe somebody can explain it to me, but it does not make a whole lot of sense to me. And one last story we're going to get to here. O.J. Simpson is in the news. O.J. Simpson is on the record saying if all the golf courses are closed, he'll go crazy. That's not good. You don't want a crazy O.J. Simpson.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, you don't.
I just think that's not good. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. On the line right now with Tracy Oliver, and she's got a really cool program called Project CRE8 TV. If you're listening and you've got an idea for a TV show, she can actually help you make that happen, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I get an opportunity through this initiative to read people from all over this country and internationally. Anybody can submit. And if you have a funny idea, just have a world, characters, whatever, and it's comedic, it's a half hour, and you want to submit it, BET.com/create. And it's really cool because if you do win the competition, you get $25,000 from BET, and then also a chance to develop it with me and my company, which is Tracy Productions, and hopefully we'll get that show on the air. And it'll go seasons and seasons. So it's a really, really cool opportunity for any aspiring writer out there who wants to get their foot in the door.
There are people listening right now that have ideas for a show, and it's not a simple thing to make that go from an idea to on the big screen, but you've done this. You've got a show right now on BET, First Wives Club, so you've gone down this path. I think it's really cool that you're helping other people get the opportunity to do this too.
Yeah, it's necessary. When I was coming up, I grew up in South Carolina. I would watch movies and TV shows all the time, and I didn't think it was possible, honestly, to be doing what I'm doing. If someone told me when I was a kid that I'd be here, I wouldn't have believed them. I thought that other people in a faraway place created TV, and I didn't know how to actually do it. And it took me a lot of missteps and spending money that never amounted to anything, and a lot of years of rejection and hard work before I got to this point. And I thought to myself, well, what if there was an initiative that was able to cut through a lot of the red tape and allowed people to have the talent but don't necessarily have the access, the opportunity to get their work seen, and you have someone like me who can mentor you through the process. Because as you said, it is hard to go from just a script to an actual show. And so that's where I come in. After we discover the right script, I'm going to work with that writer and develop it into a show that can go on for seasons, because there's a script and there's a show, and there's so many steps that go in between it, and that's where I can use my years of failures and expertise to kind of help guide that person.
So Project CRE8 started officially, I'm sure it started a long time ago, but round one, submissions opened back in January. Have you guys already gotten quite a few submissions?
We have. We've gotten a lot of good stuff, and we extended the deadline to April 18th. Even more people started asking about it and wanted an opportunity to join in. And for me, it's about making sure that we reach enough people that they can have time to put their script together. So there's no rush, but we do have to get it in by April 18th. That's the final deadline. We can't go any later than that.
And then mid-May is when you're going to have the top 30 submissions announced, and then we'll move on to round two after that. What kind of a timeline are we looking at as far as like knowing who the winner is?
So the winner will follow after the May deadline, and we'll know before the summer who my production company will be working with. And from there, I'm aggressive, and I want to get this thing on the air, so I'm anxious to move on it as soon as we land on the winner. So hopefully this year we'll know something definitively about where the project will go. Who
can submit ideas? Anybody can submit ideas, or is it just for certain age groups, or it's everybody?
I believe you have to be over 18, but it's open to anyone who is an aspiring writer, so no professional writers. It's only open for people that are looking for that opportunity and that big break. So if you've written and made money professionally in writing, this competition unfortunately is not for you. It's for people that are aspiring. And that doesn't mean you have to be a certain age. You can be older as well, as long as you've never written professionally before.
So when I'm working on this project, if I'm going to submit this, how much do I need to submit? Do I have to have like a full script for a whole season, or just kind of an outline of what I think? Or how far along in the process should I be before I'm submitting this?
You should submit your pilot. So your pilot script, those are usually about 30 pages in length, and that's just pretty much the setup of the shows. You know, the very first episode, the characters, the world, what the idea is, and that's all. You don't have to have the whole season mapped out or anything else. That's where I can come in and help with that.
Well, I think it's a fantastic opportunity for an aspiring writer. Tracy, thank you for doing this. I think it's really cool.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Again, Tracy Oliver has been our guest. You can watch her program right now on BET, and it's called First Wives Club, and it's done very, very well. And we've also got an opportunity for you. If you've got this idea in your noggin and you're saying, hey, I want to get this on TV, I'll give you the site. It's BET.com/CRE and then the number 8. But I also have a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Sharks can live for 5 centuries.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Greenland sharks are known to be some of the oldest living animals in our world. Researchers did carbon dating on a Greenland shark that was caught in 2014, found it to be around 392 years old.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Further testing revealed that our fishy friend could have been up to 500 years old. Says that would mean that this geriatric shark would have been alive when Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa. So I did that on purpose, by the way. Different Leo. Thanks for listening to today's Fun Fact.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline, Spain. Is this the first time we've had Spain?
I don't think so.
You think we've had Spain before?
I don't know.
I don't remember having Spain before. I'm going to actually have the rest of the story for this in a bit, but right now, here's the headline. A video of a Spanish man who was hiding in a T-Rex costume to avoid the coronavirus lockdown has gone viral. I've got
My daughter just did this.
Yeah, I got the rest of this story. We're going to chat more about it during our weird news, but I thought since it's from Spain, it would be kind of a fun story. Because I thought this was the first time we did Spain, but apparently I was wrong. But it is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Spanish police have urged citizens to remain indoors during the COVID-19 state of emergency after encountering one citizen on the street who was dressed as a dinosaur. A video of the incident was posted to Twitter by the police department there. Video shows an unidentified citizen being stopped by a unit of officers who were attempting to enforce the government's plan.
Right.
And it says here he was wearing a giant T-Rex costume.
Right.
It says...
that makes sense to me. I mean, he probably was fine in there.
Well, but it's got a fan that's blowing air in there. If it's the same as the one...
That's true.
You know what I'm going to click because I don't know. It says one small exception is pets can be taken out on short walks. Police noted, as my computer clicked on that story now, here it is. Police noted on social media that dinosaurs are not considered to be in this category. So,
I mean, all he would have had to have done is taken his dog with him. We've walked our dogs in those dinosaur costumes.
When you say we, you mean you, because it wasn't me. Yeah, I've got a link. It's pretty close to the ones we have. I've got a link to the story if you want to see it. Now it's trying to load a video. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Some spring breakers in Florida didn't get the memo, apparently, about social distancing. Hundreds of people packed the Clearwater Beach, Florida beaches last week.
Yes, I saw this.
And there were a bunch of people there catching sun rays and
Yep.
tight clusters of college-age beachgoers. Anyway, there's posts saying it was a busy beach. This is what my Clearwater Beach looks like right now as spring break crowds flock to the sand. That was tweeted out last Monday, so not a couple days ago, but a week and a couple of days ago. City leaders voted on a measure that would restrict outright banning beach access. Mm-hmm. Other coastal cities are doing the same. So I've got a link to the story if you want to read all the details about it. But
now those kids, I read just
some of them are testing
day,
positive.
Testing positive now.
Look, why didn't somebody warn me?
Yeah, they did.
They did? So be careful out there. Use your brain. A lot of folks don't. And then they end up right here as today's moment of duh.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now, fake news or Florida? This point in the program, I read a story, not the whole story, usually just a headline. Then my gorgeous wife, Heidi, over here, has to tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it hashtag fake news made up just to trick her and amuse me? Ready for this one?
I am ready.
Fake news or Florida? Jacksonville sheriff, who was busted for a DUI, told the arresting officer he'd let him sleep with his wife if he let him go. Fake news or Florida?
Oh, I'm going to say Florida.
No, thank goodness this one's fake news. It's not for real. But can you imagine if you're the Jacksonville sheriff? Now you're going, wait a minute, why are they writing stories about me? I'm going to have to Google and see what his wife looks like. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Thank you for submitting that, by the way. If you'd like to submit a fake news story or a real Florida story, you can do that. I need your help to trick Heidi because I would have never been able to trick her on my own. So thank you for that. You can submit them through our website. I was going to say fake news. That's not right. JohnandHeidiShow.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Take a listen to this headline.
All right.
Lowe's. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the hardware and like lumber and all that. Lowe's is donating $10 million in protective products to hospitals all across the nation.
Beautiful. I love Lowe's.
It says they're currently doing their part in the COVID-19 response by delivering essential items like respirators and other protective gear to hospitals nationwide.
Love it.
The home improvement company is committed to $25 million to support the emerging needs of their employees, customers, and communities, including $10 million in donations in essential protective products to keep medical professionals on the front lines during the crisis and to also keep them safe.
That's fantastic.
And there's some photos on here of some of the stuff stacked up, and there's a lot of stuff.
They're such an awesome company. They really are.
They're good people. We've been there numerous times doing projects. And,
and it's where we bought everything.
Amazing to me how helpful, like everybody. It's not like, oh, hey, Jim was really good. It's like everybody.
Everybody.
So that's really cool. The pictures here are 3M N95 masks that are being deployed. And when I say that, I mean you can't see them on the radio, but the pictures I'm looking at.
Right.
But they've got a lot of other things, too. I've got a link to the story, and there's like some comments from the CEO of Lowe's and all of that. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Wednesday.